How's it going, Critter Family? I hope you all are doing well. It's been a little while since I actually recorded the videos you've been seeing were recorded a little while back. I'm finally catching up on them again because I'm going to be getting ready to leave in the next few days. To go see family for the holidays. So for everybody, Merry Christmas, and for those of you that don't celebrate Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, any other holiday that you celebrate around this time. And if you don't celebrate anything, then just happy whatever day you're seeing this. I hope you all of you, all alike, are doing well. So happy holidays to everybody. We're all about inclusion here on this channel. So hope you all are having a good day. We are looking at a good video today, recommended by somebody on the channel, by the creator Hunting With A Laika. A Laika is a Spitz type breed of dog. This gentleman is not does not use English, or at least that's not his primary language, it appears. So I'm not gonna be able to understand him a lot, but we can still just see how he's teaching his dog what seems to be tracking or at least retrieving here. So we're just gonna be watching him with his cute little baby. Look at that little baby. I didn't realize they had such tiny little ears. Like, maybe it's just because there's so much more fluff, but I didn't realize they had such small little ears. I mean, that's like, Shibas have particularly, small pointy ears for the size of their body. But very, very sweet little dog. Look at that little baby. Oh my goodness. So he's out here having a good time. His dog does not have any... There's not a collar, there's no leash. I mean, we can see the snow is pretty deep. This little tiny tree here is even covered up, so this little baby would probably be like up to their elbows or up to their belly in snow. And he's just showing, even for a hunting dog, you can just have fun with them at such a young age, teach them from a young age, and you don't have to use force, pain, intimidation. Just hanging out, getting them used to being held and touching the feet. There's no force needed for a breed like a Laika. For anybody who is familiar with that breed, may or may not be. They may be similar to like the behavior or temperament of a Shiba. That's the only thing I can relate to. I've never knew what a Laika even existed or what they were until starting this channel and having some viewers who are interested in this breed. But these typical big hunting breeds, wow, look how deep that is. And he's just out here just showing, okay, this is what I want you to grab, having fun playing with it, getting excited, throws it away. Puffy gets it, brings it in his general vicinity, and he's just playing kind of like a bit of fetch. Look at that little baby. He's trying to reinforce for the puppy, bringing it back into his hand. And then he's going to start reinforcing with what appears to be food. A little bag of food. Those little tiny ears are just so stinking cute. Look at this little baby. Excited. The little noises. He lets them go and have fun. Being a puppy. Increasing bond. So he's showing them. He says, go get it. And he's trying to call him back. And that already in itself is amazing. I mean, this is how easy it is to teach even a very independent-minded dog. These hard breeds of dogs, oh, you gotta be tough with them, show them who's boss, all that nonsense. This guy's just having fun with his puppy. A lot of folks at least particularly with this breed, just let their dog, puppy go free for at least the first year, I believe, or I may be speaking incorrectly, but they let them off leash to develop that bond with them. They don't start with them on leash right away. So he's just practicing with. To me, it looks like it could be just a hard inanimate object. I thought it was like some kind of a berry of some sort, but it could just be his beginning object that he's using it might be scented with something. But the cool thing, I mean, although I don't understand what he's saying, which would be helpful, but at the same time, regardless of what he says, whether he's a trainer that uses positive or negative reinforcement or anything like that, punishment or reward, we don't worry so much about what they're saying, but what they're doing. Because a lot of other trainers out there, Beckman or Tom Davis or anybody else. I mean, those are just the two names that pop into my head. They can say whatever they want. Robert Cabral, they could say anything they want. And they do say anything they want, but their actions do not match their words. So if anything, mute a lot of trainers if you're not sure, and just see how they interact with the dog. So the puppy knows there's some goodies in there. Looks like he's maybe trying to load his hand. Look at that little baby. And he's not getting mad at them. He's not shoving them out of the way. He's not trying to pop them, in an inconspicuous way. He's not saying anything to the dog. I mean, as far as I can tell, the little puppy doesn't care. He's not correcting, he's not obsessed with this control, having constant control of the dog. Compared to Beckman, he's working with a Labrador who gets interested in eating a rock or I don't know, something, and he just immediately, leave it, just screams at the dog's face. The dog's already on leash, it's just chill out, people. Little baby's wandering around. You drop a piece, it might be a little freebie. Okay, so it looks like he might be kind of, he was rubbing maybe his hand on the food, and then he places his hand on the item and then tosses it away, so it will smell like food, so maybe he's the puppy can track that and bring it back to him. Maybe that's what he's doing intentionally, even if it's just the slightest, scent that you put on the item. Makes it more interesting for the puppy to want to go get. So the puppy missed that one. Just interested on his hand. He tossed it, the puppy didn't quite see it. No worries. He's just going to go get it. He's not yelling at the dog. Look at this little footy, look at the little puppy just hopping away. And the puppy's just yeah, whatever. So he's just, gosh, look how deep this nose, and it's amazing how light this little baby is. This guy's up to his knees, past his knees, and this little baby, barely even falls in there. He's getting down, he's getting dirty, he's playing with his little pup. He's teaching, they fell in, how cute, oh my goodness, they're gonna get stuck. This is also good because he's teaching them how to get out of a hole. I mean, this baby is so stinking cute. This is such a good little video. Kitty. Calls him back. Yeah, he's a good baby. Make sure they bring it back all the way to his hand. He's like, all right, close enough. Gives the little baby their little treat. And they're just practicing. This is what a dog should look like. This is a happy little baby right here. This is a happy dog. Not what some, nonsense trainer is going to say, oh, look, it's a happy dog. No. This is a happy dog. And this isn't bribery. This isn't, he's using food and positive reinforcement, appropriately. Just because you use food and God forbid you give the dog something they want and enjoy when you're trying to teach a behavior that the dog otherwise could care less about, that doesn't mean it's bribery. That just means that the human just wants control and they want to label it as the dog should listen to me because I'm the leader, because I'm the human, because I said so. Well, you know what? You would never be able to teach a dog like this because these kind of dogs, Shibas and Chow Chows and specific breeds, I only have experience with the Shiba, so I can only speak for a Shiba, that you treat a Shiba with disrespect and they will hand it right back to you. They will fight back, which I love and appreciate and support with the breed. I mean, obviously, it's not necessarily good for the dog itself because then they end up getting, labeled as aggressive or put down or taken to the shelter, which happens far too much anyway. But I stand by the Shiba that and the breed like that they force people, including myself, to learn common sense and to learn to read the dog, and don't just listen to what the stupid humans are telling you. You know, because I've had plenty of stupid humans try to tell me, you know, how to raise my dog, and it just didn't work out. Adonis told me when I was doing it wrong, and I learned. And I appreciate him and I love him every day for that, because he is what made me a better owner and a trainer and advocate for the dog. And so this guy clearly understands this breed, and he understands you can't force them to do squat. Look at that little butt. Good job, little baby. Oh my goodness. And he's not like, you know, so he's getting a scent on it. He's blowing off the snow. So he's not smacking him. Baby's falling in holes. You know, he's respecting the dog. He's not just drilling over and over and over and over again. Oh, what a good baby. The baby is learning. They dropped it a little early. He said, oh my goodness, little baby. You know, he was trying to correct, say, hey, go over there and get it. You know, Puppy had already missed it and said, you know, hey, I don't associate to go back and get it, you know, at this stage. He says, okay, no problem. Let's just go back. I'll get it. Maybe he's going to toss it a little bit closer next time. But the baby fell in this hole. Oh my goodness. You can do it, baby. He helps him out. Look at that little baby. Oh my goodness.
Вот. Ну, продолжим. Сюда шишечку приберу. На следующий день мы с ним.
I'm sure his hands are freezing. But he says, okay, that was a session. That was his session, and his baby had a good time. And they're being a wild little baby. And that was his session. It was that short, and it was that fun, and the baby had a good time and learned. And, you know, that's amazing. I mean, you don't have to understand anything that he's saying. The puppy doesn't necessarily understand anything he's saying. The puppy is understanding the guy's body language and pairing the action of bringing whatever that item was back, you know, to the close proximity to him and getting a reward, or they're rewarded for just having fun, even if they didn't bring it to him, even if they didn't get a treat on time. Their attention span of a fly, so they go off every all of a sudden. So this puppy is having fun playing elsewhere. So the puppy is still being reinforced, whether it's to bring back the object or not. You know, they're still having a good time. And this guy doesn't seem, he understands that. He doesn't seem super caught up in anything being perfect. So this was just a really refreshing video. Super sweet dog, super cute, just having fun. He has a short, session that's sweet. He learns from his mistakes. I mean, again, I can't understand what he's saying, but just by his body language and how he's working and the actions that he's showing shows me that he says, okay, basically in English, he might be saying, I tossed it too far, or we're working too fast, or let me try this, let me try that. Brilliant. The dog is showing him, and he's listening to the dog, that we need to slow things down, or, just work with, he's working with his puppy, increasing the bond. It's just beautiful. So this was a very, very sweet, just a little clip here in this video. I just think it's super sweet. If you, anybody else finds this, to be cute, you can come, follow this guy, Hunting With A Laika. Seems like he has a really good following, and I can see why. Maybe if you know this kind of language, you can let me know in the comments. Is it Russian? Is it Polish? Is it some other kind of language? So just from what I've seen, I think this is a great little video. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for the support. You all are very much appreciated. Go give your little critters some kind of lovin'. Say howdy do for me. Stay safe out there, and until next time, practice peace, patience, and positivity.